Hello, Cardiff Devils fans. I'm sure you are as excited as I am to welcome back to the Cardiff Devils for the upcoming season defenseman Mark Lewis. Mark, welcome back to Cardiff. You brought the sun with you as well. How long have you been back on Welsh soil, sir?
Thank you. It feels great to be back. Definitely missed it a lot here in Cardiff over the last season, so it feels good. Got back May 2nd. Flew in, and it was pretty smooth getting back to the UK, and just had to do the 10-day quarantine, and so it was nice to get that out of the way, and it's back to normal here.
Mark, let's touch on this past season where you dressed in the Slovakian league. How did you find it? What were the differences that you found between the Elite League and Slovakia, and how did you feel you adapted to those changes?
Yeah, in terms of caliber, I thought it was pretty equal for the most part. The biggest difference was that hockey over there is like their number one sport, and you see it a lot more mainstream, and just throughout the country and places you play, you can really tell that. But aside from that, it was just it was nice to be able to play and go there, and had some players I used to play with in North America that were there, and it was nice. It was it fit the, I guess, the filled the hole that was missing while without the UK league going ahead.
How did you find playing in front of limited or no fans? I've heard from a few athletes that maybe the blocked shots hurt a little more, or the hits hurt a little more where you haven't got as much adrenaline. How was that as an adjustment for you as a pro?
For me personally, I thought it was tough at times. Like that's when you have the rink filled with fans and everywhere, it just adds that extra element to the game, and those momentum swings and everything that comes with that. It was just it was different. I found myself thinking about that quite a bit this year. Just how much you miss the fans in the stands.
Well, you've wasted no time really in putting pen to paper to come back to Cardiff. Was there any ever doubt in your mind during this year that it was going to be the Devils, it was going to be your number one destination once the league confirmed they were going to go ahead?
To be honest, it was my plan to come back to Cardiff, and I've been here this is my 5th season now, and I've stayed here in the summers, and you get to know a lot of people around Cardiff and surrounding area, and it's it's your second home. So I think the added challenge of the league being back and things going ahead is something I really want to be a part of too, because obviously with the history and the success that some of those teams that I've been fortunate enough to play on, it's some might say it's a new era coming in as well. So that's something for me. Like I said, it was I want to be a part of the challenge and that next step. So I'm excited.
Does it still have that fire burning inside you that you were so close to picking up more silverware before the league was cancelled last time? We talked a lot to a few players about unfinished business. Do you still feel that coming back to the Devils that you want to finish what you started before the cancellation?
Yeah, I mean, if when something's taken from you and it's out of your control, and just with the way the world climate and what's been going on there, I think it's just not just for us, but I think for everybody, because it always leaves there's that little gap, and there's it's unfinished, but at the same time, I think moving into this next season here, it's an open slate too. Like everyone's at it's going to see who's been preparing and getting ready for this, because obviously we knew it was going to start again. It was just a matter of time, and because that's it's pretty much it. It's pretty much what you can say about that.
You have mentioned that it is a new era. There's a new coach in charge this time for the first time since you've been in Cardiff. Jared Scaldy is going to be behind the bench. What have your conversations been like with Jared during this off-season and previously?
Jared is, I've had a few really good conversations with him. He's obviously an experienced, not just a coach, but a player as well. He's had tremendous, success throughout his career, and I'm really looking forward to working with him, and excited for him and his family to get over here.
You've been here for a number of years, as we touched upon. You'll be one of the players, as an experienced Cardiff guy, that maybe some of the new players will look to. Is that exciting for you? Is that something that you look forward to as your career moves on? You're the guy in Cardiff that needs to uphold some of the standards, maybe?
Yeah, I think as being an older player and being around here for the number of seasons, it's something that you don't take for granted. I mean, it's I've been very fortunate. Cardiff's an amazing place to play, and I know there's a lot of players that want to play here. So I think I think I could speak for a number of guys that are have ties with Cardiff, and I think that you could ask any of those guys the same thing, and they'd all say the same, that it's it's important, and it's grateful to be in that position as well.
Mark, last year on Instagram we saw you partaking in a bit of sparring sessions. Can you give us a bit more insight into who those sparring sessions are with? Is that something that's going to continue this coming summer?
Yes, it was with Steve Robinson, Welsh champion, world champion, and just a really, really good guy. He'd come over and we'd work on a few things, and you definitely have just a huge appreciation for boxing, of how technical, and it's such a chess match. So the way he's explaining things, and I'm thinking, man, like I've never even heard anything like that. But no, it was a great opportunity, and I felt that it was important for me as a player to be prepared based on the uncertainty of what was going on last summer. So I tip my hat to Steve that if I needed something or had any questions, even throughout the season, there'd be certain things just for a chat. So he's he's a really good guy, and I appreciate what he did for last summer a lot.
Mark, you coming back to Cardiff, clear intention that this club has a special place in your heart. Long term, are you looking at Cardiff as somewhere that maybe you can end your career on?
It's not. It's kind of a tough question, because, but I mean, the fact of the matter is, I love being here. I enjoy, the staying here in the summers and the facilities that Cardiff has, and then not only that, just the people. And I've said it before, that the people and the organization from the top down, that it's it's a special setup that they have here, and it's something I'm very, very grateful to be a part of.
Mark, we'll end and give the floor to you. What's your message for Cardiff Devils fans? Excited to see you back, and excited to see the team hit the ice come September.
The message, I just have to say, I think we're both equally excited, and I think it's going to be a really special season this year.
Well, welcome back, and we look forward to seeing you finally step on the ice shortly.
You betcha, can't wait.